What is going on, everyone? It looks like Riot has been super busy with dropping a whole lot of stuff on the community lately for their 5-year anniversary. And although Riot devs have been mostly silent on this topic, they did finally mention that they are working on the next agent. And the development of this agent has made it quite far because it's at the stage where they're actually playtesting it.
That's enough. Anyways, I think Steven has just more fun news though about the new map. And we gotta go anyways, Koos. We have to go playtest the next agent.
Thanks, Tiffany and Ryan. With patch 11.0, we're bringing the...
So that means that they probably got the design of the agent down, the role they're going to play, and their abilities. But of course, it's the abilities itself that are going to need a lot of testing and changing, which is what's going to take the longest time to polish. But it's still good to hear that the new agent is already in the works. And while this agent is being developed, the theme and at least 2 or 3 of their abilities have been confirmed through various teasers. While we don't know what the next agent's role is going to be, given the last 3 agents released were a Sentinel, Initiator, and Duelist, it would make sense that the next agent is a controller, with Clove being the last one that was released. But honestly, based off the theme and potential abilities that were being hinted at, I actually think this new agent is going to be another Sentinel or Initiator. It'll make more sense as I explain. So where did we get the first teaser of this new agent? Well, believe it or not, it was in the Season 2025 cinematic trailer. And that's crazy because this cinematic not only had teasers for Tejo, but it also had a teaser for Whaley, which we didn't even realize at the time until later. 2 agents teased in one video sounds insane by Riot standards. But let's take it even farther because Agent 29 was also teased in the trailer, so we have 3 agents, the new map, and a new faction in Valorant's lore, all in a single video being teased. I guess in a broader picture it makes sense because the cinematic trailer was for the entire season of 2025, so it looks like they decided to actually put a small bit of everything coming our way into the video, which I kind of like because it has us going back to the video and rewatching it over and over again, just to realize now that some things are starting to make more sense. You guys probably know or have an idea of what the teaser might be for Agent 29, and it is these purple spikes coming out of the ground. The first instance of these spikes or crystal shards are seen at this moment here, and if you look closely, these shards are on top of a house or some kind of structure. And this is actually part of the new map teaser as well, but I'll get more to that in a sec. The next time we see these same crystals is at this moment here and then again over here, with these new soldiers and this giant vehicle in the background. This moment specifically, now that I look at it more, almost gives me a sense that we're looking at a situation similar to Vice. Like this new agent may be someone who has been captured by this new faction of soldiers, or Kingdom Industries themselves. And you might be wondering, why Kingdom Industries and not Kingdom Corporation? Well, this is because the new map coming out actually takes place on Omega Earth. And one of the most prominent features of this new map are the exact same white and purple crystal spikes on the rooftops. Now you could go on and argue that these spikes in the 2025 trailer were just teasing this new map. Sure, that's partially true, but these spikes or crystals aren't actually a part of this map or geographical location. Something obviously happened here which caused these crystal formations. What I'm thinking is that this new agent might be from this little town or village here on this map, and word must have gotten out about their Radiant abilities, which resulted in this new faction on Omega Earth to go after them. As a result, a battle probably happened which would explain all these formations everywhere, but ultimately I think they got captured. And this vehicle here might just be transporting Agent 29, because even these soldiers are standing in a way as if to guard the vehicle. If we look closer at the newest teaser for the new map, we can see that the map seems to have a purple hue around the floor, and even some of the boxes look like they contain some sort of purple energy within them. We also have this thing up here which is glowing and actually dripping a purple substance. I think it might be a leaking pipe. And then we have this sign on the wall, which seems to be a warning of some sort, and I'm almost certain that this is going to be related to Agent 29. It's really difficult to read it in the video, but when the new map is released, we will be able to get a better look at it and read it. Okay, so now that we got a good sense of these crystals being a solid teaser for Agent 29, what about the abilities? And I'm pretty sure that was just teased in the VCT Masters Toronto cinematic. The cinematic did a good job at covering the stressful and high intensity moments that come within the tournament, and this was showcased by having the players and agents frozen in place with their expressions and reactions. I hope you see where I'm getting at now. One of Agent 29's new abilities is going to have some sort of immobility to it. Initially, I couldn't tell if these were statues of stone or statues of ice, but visually it does look a lot more like ice. especially since these agents are quite literally sitting at a beach with the ocean behind them, which is also frozen. And if you haven't noticed, we can see the same crystals found on the new map on these agents by their feet. So we definitely have some sort of freezing ability here, where this new agent can make you instantly freeze and be unable to move for a certain amount of time. It could even just be the ultimate, honestly, because that sounds really strong. But if you are frozen, I'm sure your teammates can just shoot you and break the ice to save you, which I think is demonstrated here where the ice shatters. So there is a way out of it, I just don't think you can do it on your own and you'd have to rely on your teammates, which is why I think this may be an ultimate ability. This next ability is kind of a guess, but it's at this moment here where it looks like we have several waterfalls coming down. And you can see that it does somewhat kind of hinder visibility, so this could be a potential alternative to a smoke, I'm not too sure. Or it could be like Harbor's wall where it slows you down if you go through it, except the difference would be that you can actually see through this wall of water instead of it being completely blocked off. And it would make sense if this is a sentinel or initiator and not a controller, that they don't really have smokes like that to completely block your vision. But then again, we do have Cypher with his cages and jet smoke, so we can never know for sure. And the third and final ability which I was able to predict from these teasers are these crystals themselves serving as a wall or a barrier. Think of it kind of like a sage wall, where she can put a wall up that can't be crossed unless it's broken or the timer runs out. This new agent could do something similar, but instead with crystal spikes coming out of the ground. It would be a really unique way for the new agent to create new angles and new obstacles on command for their team to hide behind temporarily. Instead of a single long wall like Sage, it could just be 3 or 4 spikes that come out of the ground which you can hide behind. And of course, they should be able to be broken and obviously have some sort of timer to it. Based off these 3 abilities that I can guess from the teasers, it almost sounds like we're getting another Sage, except this person can't heal or resurrect, but instead just create objects and structures out of Radianite. Who knows, this new agent could even be related to her or someone else in the protocol. And the last teaser that we got of this new agent is at the end of this video with this big storm in the background with the purple lightning, and the floor itself even having these purple things all over it that I don't even know. And there's also these mountains in the distance which seem to have rivers of this purple substance coming down from it. But yeah, overall, honestly, we have quite a bit of teasers and hints for this new agent. And so far, I do like where it's going. It looks like Agent 29 is going to be a weather-based agent, with I guess primarily having abilities that manipulate water. I did have another theory that's definitely a stretch to say, but basically it was that Agent 29 can strike you down with this purple lightning from the sky, but honestly, let's not count anything out yet. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below and what your thoughts are of this new agent and their abilities. And do make sure you are subscribed, as I will be keeping a close eye out on future teasers and updates as they come out. I hope you guys enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like, and as always, thanks for watching.